All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday night, June 7th, 2014, is New Jersey independent pro wrestling promotion Pro Wrestling Syndicate's super event, simply entitled Supercard. In the main event of that show, we will see Croatia's own Mario Bokara defend his PWS Championship against Bonesaw. And both of these men are undefeated in the PWS ring. But before these two face each other at Supercard, they're going to go one-on-one here on my podcast, Pop Cultivation. So, Mario Bokara, the first question is for you. Obviously, with you being from the country of Croatia, that sort of gives your challenger here in this match, Bonesaw, a home court advantage. Does this bother you at all?
The home court advantage no, this bothers me ništa. You know, this nothing. It bothers nothing. You know why? Because I don't care if we are in Croatia. It does not matter if we are in the United States, Mexico, Japan. It doesn't matter to me. Only thing that matters to me is victory. Victory is the only thing that I understand.
Now, also on the line right now is Bonesaw. So here's a question from one of our listeners of the show. It's for you, and the listener wants to know, and I'm not really sure what this has to do with Saturday's match, but what is your favorite color?
Favorite color? I tell you, my favorite color this upcoming Saturday is going to be the red dripping down Mario's face as I just beat him senselessly and steal back my championship that he has stolen from me.
Yeah. Okay. So the color red. I guess that's it. All right. Here's another question for the PWS champion Mario Bokara. We know that you carry that devastating submission armbar in your arsenal of moves, but are you worried at all about what Bonesaw could bring with him, to this match?
Worried about what Bonesaw is going to bring, huh? I don't worry ništa. I worry nothing for the Bonesaw. You know why? Because when I stand face to face, eyes to eyes with the Bonesaw in the middle of that ring for the contract signing, I see something. I see the weakness. I see the weak link in the chain. And what it is this fear. As I see the fear in the eyes of Bonesaw. When he looked back to me, I see that he is afraid. Because he knows. He knows that the one thing you cannot run from is time. Time is the one thing that you cannot buy back. You cannot do without. Time is the one undesirable thing that you cannot make any difference from. And your time, Bonesaw's your time is going to be up. Supercard, Mario Bokara is going to show you exactly why he is the champion.
Oh, wow. Those are some fighting words there from the PWS champion. Now,
I am champion.
Yes.
Champion.
Yeah. So now to wrap this up, and then we're going to get to actually our first caller here. Bonesaw, this question is for you. For the past 4 months, it seems as though a group of fans with their own opinions has infiltrated the PWS crowd to turn their back on you. And to quote Pat Buck on his podcast, he very subtly mentioned us. The crowd of these people. He called them a rabid group of fans with their own opinions. Now, this is actually a two-parter question. How do you feel about this so-called BOOOOOOOSAW movement that is starting to take over PWS? And now I can only imagine how difficult, that might be for you, or anybody to work any job where there's people booing your name. What are you going to do to come Saturday night to block out those BOOOOOOOSAW chants and to protect your undefeated streak and possibly win back the PWS championship?
Well, part one of your question there, what do I think about these people chanting BOOOOOOOSAW? I got to be honest when I say I don't pay any attention to it, and if I did, it'd be music to my ears, because once again, like you said, it's an opinionated matter. If they want to have an opinion, they can have an opinion. Honestly, it's just not going to affect me one bit. When I go out there, I'm focused. I'm focused more than anything one of the things that I've been saying is that I'm ready. And believe me when I say that I'm more than ready to once again, because when you want to talk about that contract signing, if you want to bring that up, Mario Bokara, just remember the way that it ended with me laying you out top of a table, jumping from the top rope and driving my elbow into your throat. And I swear on everything holy, you'll see that once again this Saturday, and I will become PWS champion once again.
Wow. Okay, so let's get to our first caller. You are on the air. This is Louis Maldarelli calling from Queens, New York. Louis, are you there?
Yes, I'm on the air.
Yeah, okay. So who do you have for this weekend?
Well, I'm part Croatian, so I have to go with Mario.
Okay, all right.
Hey, smart man. Smart man.
Yeah. For Croatia. I have a two-part question for both Mario and Bonesaw.
Okay.
First, I want to say that this car coming up is a spectacular car. I can't wait. The Supercard, from top to bottom, it looks great. But so my question for Mario and Bonesaw is that in pro wrestling, we don't often see two undefeated streaks go at it, where one will end. I mean, I know Bonesaw already lost to Mario, but his undefeated streak, I guess, is still intact. My question is, I guess for Bonesaw, what do you think of the level of competition that Mario has faced in his undefeated streak? And I guess the same question for Mario. And what do you think of the opponents Bonesaw has defeated?
What do I think about the Bonesaw undefeated streak?
Yes.
This is your question?
Yes.
Everything. You know, Bonesaw wanna come out here and say that nobody's ever pinned him, no one's ever defeated him, and this is true. This is all fact. And I know that just because I am PWS champion now does not mean Bonesaw was defeated for that championship. See, to me, I don't care. I really do not care what Bonesaw thinks, what Kevin Matthews thinks, what anybody else thinks about how Mario Bokara has become champion. Because whatever you want to do, Mario Bokara is the champion. Fact of the matter is I am champion. I am going to be the only undisputed, undefeated PWS champion. First Croatian in pro wrestling history to do this. First and only Croatian PWS heavyweight champion. And Bonesaw, you undefeated now. It does not matter because come the Supercard, there can only be one. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. It's only going to be one man. It can only be one. And you are just a boy hiding behind the fear of Mario Bokara.
Wow. Okay, so Louis, caller, do you have any other things you want to say? Any other comments about Supercard? I'm sure you're very excited for this event. This is a huge event.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I have a question for Bonesaw. My question is, it's 2014, styles make fights. How do you plan on preparing for Mario's, Sambo background, his submission-based style?
That's a great question. Wow.
Well, that's actually a very good question, and just right away, the first thing that pops into my mind is pound for pound, I am 100% better than Mario Bokara, and I am in 100% better physical shape every day that I wake up. I am in the best shape of my life, and that is only going to continue to get better and better. And to be honest with you, and Mario, I know you're listening, so listen very closely. I have been working very, very, very hard. I've been working my butt off here because I was told there's no cursing, otherwise it would have been a substitute.
No, you like I said, you can curse. You're fine. Go ahead.
My ass off
Wow.
for this whole entire weekend. This right here is everything to me right now at PWS Supercard this Saturday. We are privileged to be in the main event of an unbelievably stacked card with the likes of Bret Hart and Booker T on the show. And you and I put this undefeated streak, and you put your PWS championship will be my PWS championship by the end of this week. Oh, Mario, I cannot wait to get my hands on you. There's no fear in me. I will, however, strike down fear into your eyes.
Wow. And Mario Bokara, do you have anything to say about that?
You said Bonesaw. I listened to every word that you said. I listened to everything you said. And you said that pound for pound, no matter what, that you are better than me. This is what I hear? This is the words that come out of your mouth. Is that Bonesaw is better than Mario Bokara. Now I know you is completely lose your mind. You lose your mind completely. You know why? Because of the fear. Because of the fear of knowing the fact that the man who stands before you is the man who is going to put an end and finish the Bonesaw legend, the streak, the whole myth of Bonesaw. No matter what you say, Mario Bokara is the better man. And I'm going to prove it June in the Supercard. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you that what are you going to do, my friend, when being ready? Being ready is not good enough. What are you going to do when you are not prepared? When your opponent is over-prepared? When just being ready, being good, being better than yourself is not enough. What are you going to do when it's not enough?
You know, I was going to ask both of you if you had any last words, but I think that was perfect.
I left to say to this man. I have nothing to say to this man.
Yeah.
He's going to find out. I'm going to show him. I'm going to show him.
Yeah, you're going to show nothing. What you're going to see is a lion and a zebra, and on that lion, I'm going to take you down, and I'm going to rip you apart, buddy. You have no idea what's coming for you.
But
wow.
This is, my friend, this is two lions. This is two lions. Two lions in the jungle, and it's only going to be one. Okay? It's not a lion.
One old-ass lion and one young-ass lion. You know who's coming out on top of that.
Victory is survival. Victory is the survival. There is no other answer but victory. It is the only way to survive.
Wow.
We'll see.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday night, the PWS Championship will be on the line, and the undefeated streak will be on the line at PWS Supercard. Thank you, Mario Bokara. Thank you, Bonesaw, for taking the time to call into the show and talk to me about this match. I guess we'll see what happens this Saturday.
All right. Thank you for your time.
All right. All right. Thank you, guys.
I want to thank you for your time as well.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I bet you would. All right.
Says to me now.
Says to me now, bitch cat.
Says to me now.
Bonesaw, he sucks.